Welcome everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sia. If this is your first time being here, welcome, and if it's not, welcome back. So in today's video, guys, I'm just going to be giving you my updated everyday makeup tutorial. Now my face has already been prepped, primed. I tend to put on a lot of moisturizer and primer before I apply any foundation that I want to use, but because I'm not going out today, I'm not going to apply any primer. I just already applied the moisturizer, so I'm good to go. If this is something that you want to see, then stay tuned. So I'm starting off with sharpening my dollar store pencil. This is what I use to fill in my brows. As you guys can see, my brows are kind of already thick, but you know, I just use the pencil to fill in the areas that might look a little scarce to me and just line them up just a little bit. These look a hot mess, but brows are meant to be cousins, not sisters. Some people say they're meant to be sisters, just not twin sisters. I just say they're cousins, they're just not sisters. They're similar in appearance, but two different personalities. And as you can see, that's what I have going on here. Then I take a spoolie. You can take any spoolie of your choice. This just happens to be my micro brow pencil from Morphe. It was like $5, I think. It comes with the pencil on one side, the spoolie on the other. So I just use this and brush my brows upward to kind of get rid of those lines, those harsh lines. Brush them outward as well. Once those are done, I go in with my MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. This is in the shade NC50. And I just use that to conceal the bottom of my brows, just to kind of make them pop, and it makes them look neater. Guys, I really used to struggle with brows. Like, there was a time I didn't know how to do them like good. So yeah, there's that. And even now, like, sometimes I look at my brows and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I look at other people and how they do their brows, and brows are just the one thing, like, sometimes I just cannot get it together, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just like now, like, I kind of just gotta chop it up and be like, okay, let's just see what happens. I am not the brow expert. Then I use a concealer that's kind of closer to my complexion, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Cocoa. I love this concealer. I love the MAC one too. Both of these are like really, really good. I normally would have used the lighter shade to this, but I'm running out of it, so that's why I used MAC today. Guys, please excuse this, the back of this, it's dirty. I know it's because I'm always doing makeup, but I don't know if you guys can see it, or if it's reflecting, or you even care. But yeah, it's just makeup. It's just a bunch of makeup. So I just pretty much use that concealer to conceal the top of my brows to kind of give it that neat appearance. For a while, I was trying the not concealing at the top of my brows thing. Like, I think that was a thing a year or two ago. I tried to do it, but I can't. Like, I need my brows to look neat. And when I don't conceal at the top, they don't look neat. Like, the bottom looks neat and the top just be standing there, and I just don't like it. And then once I'm done with that, I go in with this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M173 Buffer Brush. I really love this brush. Like, it's so easy to use, and I just use it to blend out my concealer. I always blend out the top first, because if you blend out the bottom, the white part is gonna transfer to the top, and you're trying to avoid that. So I always just buff out the top first, get that out the way, and then go to the bottom. Don't worry about that line, how it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to blend right now, because I'm gonna use the same concealer on my eyelid in just a moment. But that's why you gotta work fast, because that concealer dries down really quickly. So another thing I like to do once I'm done blending is go back. I use my spoolie and I just brush them out forward, and it just gives it like a more natural appearance instead of the boxy look. Like, as you can see, that's just a little trick I picked up. But I do that, and you can see the difference. I don't know if you can, but yeah. Just use light strokes, not too hard, but just, you know, light. I think that's the best I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bother them, just leave them alone. So next, like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna use the MAC Studio Concealer that I just used under my brows, and we're gonna just put it all over my lid. And the purpose of concealer is to help bring out the brightness and intensity of your eyeshadow. It tends to work better when you have like a brighter concealer that's blended out. So in terms of blending out, just make sure there are no harsh lines on your eye space. Just kind of blend. I know we're doing eyes before we do the face. I just don't see how people can do their face first before their brows and before their eyes. Like, I'm like, aren't you afraid of transfer? Like, the eyeshadow is gonna fall on your face. Did you guys hear that? My stomach is growling. Like, so this is one of my faves right now. This is my Makeup Revolution palette. I don't even know the name of this palette. Oh, this is Reloaded Velvet Rose. And you guys, I got this on sale at Ulta for, I think it was $3. I don't know how much this normally retails for, but it was on sale for $3. And I was like, yes. The only reason why I got it, honestly, was because of this brown right here. I have been looking for browns for the longest, like this type of brown, the way how it is, and now I use it like all the time. So we're gonna be using that today, and I'm gonna just put that all over my eyelid as a base and just blend that in. As you can already see, it's starting to pick up just that quickly, and we haven't even like really started yet. And that's why I really like Makeup Revolution's palettes. They tend to just be very pigmented, and that's something I really like in my eyeshadow. Going in with the next eye, and I'm just blending. Oh, by the way, this is my Morphe M433 brush that I'm using to blend my eyeshadow with. So I'm just gonna use a lighter orange, and it's an orange in this palette that I'm using as a mirror in my Jackie Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. And I'm going in with the color Secure, which is like an orangey color. And I'm just gonna place it at the top. I'm also using a smaller brush. This is a Morphe brush too, but as you can see, the peelings got to it, so I have no idea what brush this is, but it's just a smaller brush. I'm now gonna go in with this e.l.f. eyeliner. This is in Jet Black, and I love this eyeliner. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how much I paid for it. I think it was like $3 or $4, not even. I honestly don't remember, but I remember I got it because it was cheap. God, I kind of messed up. Oh, I hate when that happens. But it's fixable. Once I put on my foundation and I put the concealer under that, it's gonna fix that right there. So it's gonna make, because I wanted like a sharp line and it kind of looks thick, so. Concealer takes the ultimate concentration. You literally gotta be like silent, no talking, just dry your concealer. Happens every time. Of course, for lashes, we're gonna use my brand. Like, what did you think? Trophy case, business major. Of course, of course. One thing about it, I just love the way my lashes always come out. I love the way my eyes transform. They just pop, yes. All right, so we're gonna start with my favorite part, which is foundation. I love the way my face looks, especially when it's like a soft matte foundation. It just kind of gives it like a nice touch, a nice feel to everything. With that being said, we're going in with my Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. A oldie but a goodie. This is in the shade 370. So if you're my complexion, this is it. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm telling you. I like this better than some of my high-end foundations, to be honest with you. Feels so lightweight. I just love this foundation. All right, I use my Real Techniques brush to buff it out. And of course, I never put concealer under my eyes because, you know, of course, the the less product, the better. For concealer today, I'm going in with my same MAC Studio concealer that I use everywhere. And I'm just gonna put it underneath the corner of my eyes, my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow, and my chin. This is literally like such a flawless concealer, I swear. Basically the point of concealer, if you don't know, is just to highlight those areas. So like when the sun hits you, it's like pop. Or when you're taking pictures, it's like poof, pretty much. Then I go in with my Real Techniques blending sponge and just blend. Normally, guys, I would let this sit a little bit, not too long, but I let it sit a little bit if I was going somewhere. But since I'm not, I'm just gonna blend these out right away. I love just, when I blend, like I like to blend up my nose and then it leads like right to my forehead. And it just kind of lets everything evenly blend out. And whatever you miss, like on the sides here, like if you don't blend everything, you can always kind of hide with contour. And that's why I have a new love for contour. Fun fact, I never liked contour. I never used to use contour because I already have such like a structured jawline. So I was like, the whole point of contouring is to structure, give your face structure. But I was like, I already have that, you know, it's gonna make me look even structurier. But now, like, y'all gonna get these structured lines. Y'all gonna get this dimensional face. And there's a lot of beauty in that, so. Embracing it all, embracing it all. One thing I'll do if my concealer starting to dry out is I'll use like a setting spray if I don't feel like using water or I can't get to water. And that's what I'm doing right now, just to kind of make sure it's blending, because it'll start to look patchy if you don't blend it properly. Like I kind of see that on my forehead. So just, you know, a little tip out there for you guys. So for contour, I'm using my Black Opal foundation stick, and this is in the shade Ebony Brown. This is the darkest shade that they do have, and I really do love it. I paid like $10 for this, I think it was. And I was so happy because guess what? I went to the store and literally I got the last shade. Do you know how long I have been looking for Ebony Brown? Like it's been years. Checked on Amazon, checked on blackopal.com. Every time I go on blackopal.com, they're always sold out. So they might possibly restock now, but most of the time when I check, they are sold out. And I was like, so I never really got to try it. And one day I went to a Walmart Supercenter near this job. I went for like a job interview, and I was just getting, I was running low on makeup. So I was like, you know what, let me just stop by and just get some makeup. And lo and behold, they had a whole Black Opal section. And I was like, let me check for this foundation stick, the last one. I said, God. So I just put that in the corner of my nose, my cheeks, also down here, my jawline, and then up here, my hairline. Then I use my good old Real Techniques brush. I don't even know if they sell these ones anymore, but I use this brush. You can use any angled brush. This is like an angled brush from Real Techniques. It came in like a package. Most of their brushes come in a package, which I really do appreciate. But anyway, you blend upward. Honestly, look at that. My whole foundation just, ugh. I forgot to push my scarf back, but whatever. That's why we improvise. I don't really care for the contoured nose snatch look, honestly. I'm not someone that really needs my nose to be like, or something. I don't really care for it, but I'll just do it. You know, I just do it just because, just a little bit. I mean, just to kind of complete the look, I guess, but I do this every time, guys. Like literally every time. I forgot to bake. I forgot to set my powder and I just blended out my contour. Like I do this every time. I don't know why, but it really doesn't matter though because I'm not going anywhere, so it's like whatever. But I normally set and then I draw my contour. I don't know why I didn't do this time. I don't know. So I take a Real Techniques brush and I just set with my, oh, this is, by the way, this is my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I love this setting powder. So I just kind of set the powder, press it into my skin. Everywhere that I highlighted, where I put the concealer, that's where I'm gonna put this powder. Is it coming together already? Is it coming together already? So while that's setting, so I'm gonna use my other Real Techniques brush. This is the one I just used right now. So I'm gonna use my other one and set my contour. I never knew anything about setting contour, guys. Like, I didn't even understand why people did that until I started setting my contour. And then I realized the difference that it makes when you don't set it versus when you do set your contour. I noticed that because I have dry skin, I always wanted like dewy foundations, dewy this, dewy setting sprays, doing this, da da da. But it comes off sweaty. And I'm like, no, like as time goes on, I realize like my makeup routine continues to change, which is a great thing, you know, because you constantly want to evolve. But yeah, I'm like, I don't want no dewy look. I don't want no dewy look. I just wanted to feel dewy because I don't want it to be, you know, because I don't want it to feel dry, but I don't want it to look dewy. I want it to look semi-matte, like a velvety semi-matte type of vibe. I noticed that the people who were setting their contours everywhere that you contoured, I noticed it literally brought the look together. And it gives you like a match. You can go for a matte if you put a lot of powder, or you can go for a semi-matte, which is what I'm gonna do. And it just makes it look so much better. Like, it's a little shine if you want it or not. It makes it look good. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you learned anything new in this tutorial today, drop it in the comment section below. So before I go, make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Turn on your post notifications so you're MVPs to all of my videos. Like, comment, and share. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me. By the way, if you're feeling my hair, I actually have a tutorial out right now that showcases how I achieved these goddess crochet braids. So if it interests you, the link is in the description box. I love you guys once again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.